Hey y'all. Hey collective. Hope everybody is doing good wherever you are, whatever you are doing. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys so much. Just thank you for your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, your shares. Thank you. Shout out to the people who share the content and get it out there and just being another vessel in that way, helping me get the message out. So thank you to you guys. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Libra, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Collective. What is the message? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. I feel like y'all need clarity on something. So what's the message for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Libra, Collective? So you can have Libra anywhere in your chart. Yeah, somebody needs clarity on something. You can have Libra anywhere in your chart. Apply the roles as they fit, and always use your own discernment, please, 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 and thank you. So someone needs clarity on something right now. Okay. Somebody is confused. I just keep getting that. It's this old song with Ronald Isley and some it was a girl from like some girl group or something. But it's called Busted. But she's like, oh, baby, I must be confused. He's like, yeah, right, you're real confused. Something of it. Somebody needs clarity on something. Somebody almost feel like they being played for a fool or something here. Yeah, somebody is. This is the Nine of Swords and it's in reverse. I feel like somebody wants to come out of this energy right here. They need the truth so they can come out of this energy here. Somebody is confused though. There's something going on here. We got the Justice. So this is y'all. Page of Pentacles to the Chariot here. Some kind of information coming in or something here. Somebody has learned something. What's the energy? There's something too about like a friend being supportive. There's something about that. Like somebody, okay, I'm gonna just say it. Like I really get the sense that this could be a situation to where maybe someone has a friend that's not married. Like I'm picking up on feminine energy. Someone who has a friend that's not married. So you could be the married friend or the friend that's not married. But the way that I'm picking this up is the friend that's not married could be giving some kind of advice or giving some kind of support to the friend that is married or in a relationship. And so whoever the masculine is, that's the spouse or the boyfriend, is like blaming the friend or something here. Like they got you out here, doing this, or they got you thinking this, or something like that. The Empress here with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody need clarity like now. Somebody is like somebody could be a Leo, but someone needs clarity about a Leo here. But someone is in some very like stern, direct energy here with the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. And somebody could be easily angered as well. But someone feels like their spouse is being manipulated by their friend. And they would like to put an end to this, or somebody could be wanting to leave this marriage or relationship. And like I said, the argument is, oh, your friend here. So let's see. Yeah, it's these conversations. It's like, you talking to this person, they got you thinking all this stuff, like they got your head messed up or what. Like I really feel like this is somebody who could have just went on like a spiritual journey and maybe they have a spiritual friend. I don't feel like this person is doing anything. I feel like, let me see. Yeah, I feel like the spouse is now just being seen as manipulative. Like they're manipulative behind the scenes here. They're only controlling behind the scenes, like where no one sees or hears anything or something like that. I'm hearing breadwinner, so yeah, this person could like be the only person in the house working, and the wife stays at home, yeah, to keep the house and the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, we got two of pentacles here. Something could be going like back and forth in somebody's head. Something that a friend said to them, could be going back and forth in their head, or something. Or someone has said multiple things, and somebody is like weighing this out because they want to leave here. And I feel like it's a family type of situation here. They want to leave this family like dynamic or something, or this house where the family lives. Yeah, Two of Cups. It's like somebody's been contemplating on whether or not, like which way they should go or where they would like to live. But they have some information about like who they're with. What's that information that they have? It's like some kind of new information or something that they just realized about this person. Yeah, so we got the Empress here. So someone has stepped into their divinity here. Okay. They're feeling they're feeling differently about this whole Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles type situation here. About this marriage or about the success of some kind of like marriage here or something like that. Whoever they're in some kind of contract with, they want to leave this contract here. So I feel like someone has a friend here that is like helping them in a way of like conversations going back and forth. Just being like supportive, I feel like. I don't feel like someone's friend is telling them what to do. I feel like somebody is already feeling some kind of way, and they want to stop feeling like this about their family, about their marriage or something here. Child, the Emperor is in the reverse. Somebody has a really nasty ass attitude. And that's what I said. I feel like this could be, somebody that is on a spiritual journey here. Like I said, with this Empress, somebody is stepping into their divinity, because the only time people act like this, the Emperor is now in the reverse with the Knight of Swords and the Strength card. This is definitely like a Leo. Is like somebody, uh they they get in this energy. I don't know how else to say it. They get in this nasty ass energy when the people around them like can't be controlled anymore. They get really really threatened by someone stepping in their spirituality here, because that's what I feel like this is. And it's like, well, I wish they never talked to this person, because now somebody is, marriage is affected. But really, you're an emperor in the reverse. It has nothing to do with this friend over here. It's something about that. I mean, an Emperor in reverse is a nasty ass child. Just, and then we got the Knight of Swords. This person is belligerent. They say mean things. Okay, to hurt somebody's feelings. Death card to the Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to leave because you're an asshole. What's this energy here? Yeah, and that's so somebody is confused. That's what I was getting. That confusion. Yeah, this confusion is wearing off. The more and more somebody steps into their divinity, the more and more some kind of illusion wears off. And I feel like whoever this Emperor in the reverse is right here, they cannot deal with this because they are losing their grip on this Empress. Y'all, that's crazy that the Empress is in the upright, the Emperor in the reverse with the Tower and the Seven of Cups out here. This is crazy. But this Empress could be stepping into some gifts also. They could automatically be like receiving downloads, dreams. They could be their dreams could be real powerful to where they get, their that's the gift that they have. That's how they can use their gift. It's through their dream state here. Somebody had a dream that shocked the fuck out of them. confirmation. So we got the Page of Swords here. Yeah, they found out something here. Hey, sit down. That's enough. Stop. Sit down. Okay, so someone could have found out something too. Cause the song that I'm picking up on is like the part that I keep hearing in that part. She's saying, her man, um, she was with her friend when she got some bad news. Her man cheated, had her upset and confused. There's something about that. So someone could, so Empress could have found out that their husband or boyfriend has cheated or has been seeing two people here. But see, the high priestess with the hierophant and the ace of swords, that's what I'm getting. Like somebody is like stepping into their gifts, like being psychic, okay, knowing these secrets about the marriage, whatever is like hidden about this. Someone is finding out about it. So this could even be like a past situation here. There is something about this. Someone could be listening to like sit down. That's enough. Someone could be listening to a spiritual teacher here, or like I said, somebody's friend could be the spiritual teacher, could be the spiritual person that is like supporting their friend going on some kind of spiritual journey here, getting the truth, seeking the truth, having their awakening is what they're going through, an awakening right now, and they are realizing something about their relationship. Like I said, some of y'all could have found like text messages or something like that in somebody's phone, or a hidden app or something that they tried to hide. There could have been some phone conversations or some kind of like text messages, like I'm getting going back and forth between, um, a husband or a wife and somebody else here. Because I do feel like this Two of Cups, it could be the friendship here for some of y'all, or it could be an actual relationship. Well, let me get something on that. What's the Two of Cups, please? Clarify that Two of Cups. What's the Two of Cups? Okay, so this is the information. So however this is going, this could be a friend or a side relationship or something. I really do get the sense that this is a friend though. I don't want to make it sound like somebody is really just out here cheating. I don't even see the Three of Swords. I don't see the Knight of Wands. I don't see anything like that. I just feel like somebody is sharing information, and maybe a husband or a boyfriend, whoever this Emperor in the reverse is, they start looking through some text messages or something. They feel threatened some kind of way by this friend, and it could be because the friend is spiritual, and maybe this person's like religious or something. Maybe they were taught, only like through like ministry or something like that, or some kind of like religious type of community, and the spirituality stuff is like freaking them out or something here. But it's something, somebody shared information. What is this information? Okay, what is this information here? It's the truth. Yeah, by way of an awakening, I just heard. The truth about your family, 10 of Cups. Somebody shared the truth about a family. Okay, so I still, yes, by way of an awakening. That's what Spirit said. by way of their awakening. So someone has been awakened to the truth about what their family dynamic really is. Something about somebody given like it's unequal. Thank you, spirit. Okay, unequally yoked. Thank you, spirit. Somebody is doing more than the other person. This is like someone who feels like because they have all the money that they don't have to do anything else. They just pay the bills or something or just give you money, but you don't have anything of your own. And that's how, yep, that's exactly how they want it to be. Wow. This is exactly how they want someone to be. Whoever's in this Empress energy here, they want them to be just the wife that and the mother who takes care of the children while they are the breadwinner and they get to do what they want to. But I feel like this mother doesn't get much peace because they always have the kids. They're always doing something with the children. I just heard can't catch a break here. So I feel like this Empress is realizing what they deserve here, and they're stepping into these gifts. So I feel like intuitively they are being nudged to possibly leave a marriage here. Yep. To move on to karma waters. They're being nudged to plan so this could be some kind of getaway. Somebody don't want to go on the getaway. Or after that, this is over with or something here. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups is here. Yeah, definitely. Somebody knows something is not right about their family dynamic, about their marriage here. I do feel like there's no equal give and take. I do feel like there's something about the way somebody distributes money to someone else. They only give them breadcrumbs to where they have to keep coming back and asking them for stuff. This is somebody who wants to go everywhere with this Empress so that they can be the one to pay for everything instead of just giving the Empress money to go out and do something for themselves. There's some, and I heard it like in the beginning. So in the beginning, this person may have been giving this, Empress money to do something, but they didn't like tighten the grip on something or somebody. I feel like they didn't tighten the grip on their wallet. I heard their time or something here too, so they could be spending a lot of time away from home or something here. This husband, this King of Pentacles energy here, Two of Wands. There go the friend, Three of Cups, Queen of Wands. Someone feels like the friend is the problem with their wife. Like ever since you've been talking to this person, blase, blase, blah. You've been feeling in this Five of Cups, you've been in this, or something like that. But really, the friend was there because the Most High God needed the Empress to wake up. So we got the Nine of Pentacles out here. Yeah, to be alone here. Someone had to like figure something out here. And I do feel like it's like they need to be by themselves so they can tap into their gifts. So they can, I feel like someone here is chosen. They got something that they got to do out here. They finally stepped into their divinity, or they're at least almost there. And I feel like this awakening is putting them in place so they can like use their gifts for some reason, or to be able to access them in a way that's not blocked by some emperor in the reverse or what's going on. Because I feel like this becomes distracting when someone is trying to focus or meditate or something like that. Someone could be interrupting them or not allowing the kids to go sit the fuck down somewhere so that the mother can have their time. There's something about that. Somebody's house is always in chaos, and I feel like the Empress is not getting any help from this Emperor in reverse. The Fool card, I do feel like they're always gone. I don't know if they have to travel for work. It's something like that. Yeah, they make all the money and stuff like that, but somebody just wants to fend for themselves. Somebody really does want to fend for themselves. And we got the King of Swords. And so this emperor also knows that if you start talking to this friend about getting a divorce, chances are the divorce is coming because this friend supports you on your spirituality, on your spiritual journey, your spiritual walk, wherever stage you at, wherever level you on. This person definitely supports you in that energy. So I mean, everybody should be lucky to have a friend like this. This is some dope shit right here, to have a friend that's really, especially when you have a husband that's acting like this, or a boyfriend or girlfriend acting like that, wife, whatever, whoever they are. it is important to have some kind of a spiritual community that you can talk to, or someone who understands the spiritual journey at least, even if they're still working through their stuff. And I feel like somebody just wants to heal like themselves, or they're going through some kind of, you know, I'm hearing absolution. Yeah, because I do feel like this could have been a very religious couple. And so I feel like someone is even having to retrain themselves or relearn some things because they grew up very much like in the church. Okay. They could have even worked in the church, with the Empress here. They could have been like the church mother or something like that, or the daycare person, or always, doing the events, very involved, and having the children involved. I was getting ministry earlier, like they could be ministers, okay, in the church, but I just get that someone is starting to like realize like their relationship could have been based off of like religion and religion only, or something, some religious values, traditional values or something here. Yeah, and so they realize, they're not pouring into themselves. They just pour all their energy out into everybody else. And they really want to stop doing this. There's something about this. And I feel like they're afraid to even communicate this completely, yeah, to this masculine in reverse, this emperor that's in the reverse, because they know that this emperor don't understand what this means. They're focused still very heavily on having traditional lifestyle here, very religious. So we got the Ace of Wands here. This, yeah, they're not gonna understand, and that's why they feel like the friend has manipulated the wife into changing, to deciding to walk away. This friend is at fault here. Somebody came back around or something. Maybe it's a friend someone just reunited with or something, because we did see the Three of Cups. There's something about that because it makes this emperor in the reverse angry. I keep seeing like this is some Leo energy. Somebody is very much in their shadow Leo energy. Woo, Three of Swords, yeah. They are hot about this spiritual, walk somebody is on. Yeah, about the spiritual work. But that's what I was getting to. The Most High God has something that they need this Empress to do. And they had to step into, their spirituality in order to like access whatever level of something this is. I feel like it's a level of divinity that they had to step into, like that know thyself type of, where you just start to, put up boundaries with people no matter who they are. The titles stop mattering. You don't care what the title is. You need some space. You need some space. Starting to value yourself, pouring into yourself, because being a mother and a wife is a very selfless energy. Being a husband and being the breadwinner can be a very selfless energy. Some people work several jobs and don't get no sleep to make sure their family is straight, or to make sure their wife don't have to work, or something like that. So someone could be, take it how it resonates, y'all. I'll just take it how it resonates. Page of Wands energy is here with the Six of Wands. Someone could have a channel or something here, or they just could be like, I feel like someone wants their own success. May want to even tell like their story or write a book or something, and kind of like publicize it through some kind of social media outlet where someone is like reading messages or like posting stuff online or something like that. Someone wants like their own business, their own identity or something here, because I feel like they just been in this marriage for so long, caught up in like ministry and church, religion, and the family and everything, and all that teaches, that they have totally just dismissed themselves, and they've been okay with it. They've neglected themselves. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they've ended up betraying themselves, because now they're in the Two of Swords trying to figure out like what they like, sort something out here. with the judgment. If I get a divorce, like, what does that mean? If I decide to leave my husband, what does that mean? For our marriage, for my faith, and also my children. Like, somebody is really, really contemplating a lot. Ten of Swords, that's a lot of energy to the Two of Swords. Somebody, they even feel like they would be betraying. Am I betraying myself? Am I betraying Most High God? Am I betraying my kids? Am I betraying my husband? There's a lot of stuff, and also they're worried about being judged here as well. But yeah, it's like they know they got to do something. They know something is calling, like, this wife to, yeah, I cannot make it up, to Six of Swords, this situation. It's like, are you going to follow the Most High God, or are you going to, be in a Two of Swords? Somebody is like feeling like they got to make a decision. They see the truth. They ask for truth and clarity, and they have it. Let me see. Let me see what's going on with this. Child, cut the deck on Mother and Mediator. This is definitely a mother energy. Mediator is here holding down the fort. Yeah, the gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. That's this person that's the Two of Swords. That's that energy I was just talking about. Am I betraying myself? Am I, trying to figure out how somebody else is going to feel, how the kids are going to feel, like someone is trapped, or at least they almost feel like they are. They know they're not, but there's the rescue boat. There it is. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no exception or no expectation of a reward. I feel like this is where this person has been. They've been everybody else's rescue boat. But now it's like, not that they need rescuing, but now they have realized, like, how selfless, how much they don't spend time with themselves, give to themselves. They've been very selfless in this energy. Yeah, and see, this is what I feel like, this energy vampire type of stuff. Like, I feel like this person could be drained because they realize, like, no one's pouring into them. So we got God right here. I told y'all, like, this person definitely has some. It fell out right here on the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, this person got somewhere they need to be. They got something that they need to do. It says recognizing the internal force within yourself and others. Period. Pioneer is here, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Yeah, someone has really good ideas, but also, like I said, they're chosen. This individual is chosen to do something that's never been done before. Only God can have this person, like, do this task or something that's being chosen. This person is meant to start something new here. And maybe they're meant to go through a journey of religion to spirituality within a marriage, because that could be the book or something that they're writing, or, the story that they are meant to tell out here. We got Lovers on the bottom, addict, artist. Okay, what's this energy here? Somebody could definitely have names that start with an A. So we got martyr here, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. And that's what this is, like, learning about how to be of service to yourself. What do you like to do? Because sometimes as a mother, especially as a mother, you just learn to, like, get over what you like and don't like, because you just kind of go with what your kids like and don't like. Okay, and so if you're doing that within a marriage also, and you're doing that with the children, then you could definitely lose. I could see where you could, like, lose yourself in your family, and not even realizing, well, I don't even like this. I don't want to do this, or whatever. But realizing, some things about yourself. Okay, we got beggar here. I feel like this beggar energy is actually like the shadow part, dependence on others, to the exclusion of effort here. I feel like this is someone who is worried about, maybe if they are a mother who's been at home with the children, they could definitely be worried about, leaving their kids. to go to work, something like that. Because we got childhood wound in here, and we have goddess, which is the Empress. I feel like in this deck, this is like a situation to where maybe they have childhood wounding from a mother or a father not being there, or maybe their parents divorced, when they were younger, and so they want to make sure that their children don't go through anything like that. Maybe someone got a divorce here, and maybe, they were with a parent that was struggling or something here. They don't want to be in this beggar energy where they need help. But I do feel like this is something they're having to work through as well. Is this childhood wounding regarding some kind of a marriage or a relationship, I feel like, between their parents. Because whatever happened is the reason, it's one of the reasons why they don't want to leave this marriage. Oh, we got trickster energy here. Someone could realize that they married someone who's manipulating. This could be some energy like to where, someone, they make you think they're going to do something, then at the last minute they change their mind and you weren't included. Okay, there's something about that, like very last minute, somebody will make you think that you're getting your way up until you don't get your way. It's something like that. Some things that this person does is like self-serving. They make sure that they're okay, but if there's something that somebody else really, really wants, they'll make them wait, starve them out, give them a little bit of change, something like that. All right, we got femme fatales here. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Wow. This couple could have already stopped sleeping with each other. Someone could be feeling like real asexual right now, because I'm picking that up. And then also, too, I feel like there's something about rejecting sex. It's almost like someone is not attracted to their spouse any longer, because that's what I'm getting. Because them being in a trickster energy is triggering their childhood wounds or something too, because it could be how their father acted. It's almost like someone realizing, I married my mother, I married my father type of energy here, and it's triggering their childhood wounds, and it's not, they're not feeling, intimate. Thank you, Spirit. They're not wanting to be intimate with their spouse right now. They just kind of want to go through this and get their clarity and understanding. It's like first before they do anything else or make any more moves or something like that. Yeah, someone could be an artist, but I feel like they haven't been able to do that. So we got a dilettante delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. But I feel like it's that first sentence, like someone definitely, like, they have some kind of artistry, something that they like to do, draw. Like I was getting writing. Someone could be a musician. Someone likes to do crafts, and they don't get to do any of this. And see, Rebel is here. I feel like it's because they have a lot going on. It's this family tree, this family dynamic here. So they could even have siblings or something like that rely on them, and they're able to help their siblings because of their, husband or wife, their job, or, like the money that they provide here. So there's something too about like teaching. Maybe they have to teach at home. This could be like having to teach at home or something like that. Someone could be wanting to go to law school also. Or this could just be, y'all, the scales, Libra. Energy here, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. That's not what's happening. Someone, if there are kids are going, if the kids are at home for school also, then the mother is doing that. That could be a lot too. But see, right here on Rebel, it says challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So there's something too about this, because I feel like this masculine is one of those religious masculines that has them in the Emperor in reverse because of their belief system. They believe the masculine is supposed to be the provider. The wife stays home with the kids. You don't ask for nothing. I give you what you need. What something like that. Somebody is really into that. And I feel like they can't even get enough money to do arts and crafts or have the time to do it because they're the feminine is the only one who is doing everything else except working. I hope that makes sense. It's just real weird. But this is how, religious, that's how the institution is set up. So we got vampire here. That's what I was getting. Someone is drained. Someone is drained. I mean, even when the kids argue and stuff like that, the mother have to step in and be the disciplinary. They have to, do all this. I don't know. I just feel like they do everything except work. And then this husband feels like because they do work and because they bring the money in, that somebody should just be happy with the way things are. And it's triggering somebody. Yeah, we got engineer here, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Okay. Yeah, this person is very mechanical in the way that they think. Everything should be strategically done or something here. Something about that. And someone is a whole earth angel. They don't have to have so many restrictions. They have to have some kind of peace and order. But I feel like this strict energy is bothering them. There go the storyteller energy here. Yeah, somebody is struggling with this. Okay, so we got visionary here. Yeah, I do feel like I was getting someone is stepping into their spiritual gifts. The more they step into their gifts, the more they are starting to see the truth here about why they got married, why they felt like this was a good idea. This marriage, I feel like, is the very foundation for their old belief system. So I'm gonna leave this here, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.